For all the debate over the role of guns in American society and their contribution to crime and violence, it's been decades since the U.S. Supreme Court has weighed in on the fundamental constitutional issue of the right to bear arms. That will change on Tuesday when the nation's highest court hears arguments in a case born of an effort by the city of Washington, D.C. to restrict handguns. The U.S. Constitution's Second Amendment says a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That provision has allowed millions of individual Americans to own guns and permitted a legal trade in weapons, from cheap pistols to semi-automatic assault rifles. It's a plethora of personal firepower unmatched in any other country on earth. In 1976, with crime and murder reaching epidemic levels, Washington, D.C. passed a law virtually banning the possession of handguns. That is the law being challenged before the Supreme Court. Detractors say it has failed to stem severe violent crime and homicide and has merely forbidden law-abiding citizens to own guns while criminals can obtain them illegally. Attorney Bob Levy is one of the challengers of the D.C. law.
The people who want to do damage to us using guns, they are aware that there is no one who can defend themselves because they have guns. It's like posting a sign on the front of your house that says, "This home is a gun-free zone. Come in and do what you like."
The law's defenders say the Constitution's framers were more concerned about national defense. That's why the clause refers to a well-regulated militia, and they never intended to give individuals the right to keep firearms. Besides, they say, times have changed. Crime is much more of a problem, and it makes sense for cities like Washington to clamp down on guns in order to stop mayhem on the streets.
I hope that decision will make it clear that we can take common sense steps, middle-of-the-road steps to help make us all safer. Keep bad guys from getting guns, make it harder for dangerous people to get guns.
The last time the court addressed the constitutionality of gun ownership, back in the 1930s, it sidestepped key issues. If the court decides to strike down the D.C. law, it could open the way to eliminating restrictions on gun ownership in other cities like New York and Chicago. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Washington.